my father's brothers. And he
Okay. Explain who he is, because obviously I'm mixing him up with your mother's brother. Who was the one who lived with you guys?
Uncle Freddy.
Okay.
From the day that they were married, my mother and father, his mother, my father's mother died.
Mm-hmm.
And coming home from the church, the funeral mass, my mother realized that they went to the funeral mass, and on the way back that they were back to the house, they weren't married yet. Without saying a word, they went and got their license, because then now that the mother died, my grandmother died, they can now get married.
Was something stopping them before?
Yes, my father was the one who supported his mother, and they came back from the church, the funeral mass, and they went downtown and got the license. And without saying a word to each other, they knew then that they could get married.
Okay. How old were they?
I guess they were about 20.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But before that, they couldn't get married because my father was the sole support.
Okay.
Freddy was only 12 years old.
Oh, I didn't realize he was so young.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And my father never gave him the credit for knowing anything. And yet my father, my Freddy, was well-read. And he had a good job. Got a job in the post office.
Mm-hmm.
And in on the way back from the church, they went downtown, got the license to get married, and they got married the next week.
Oh, so a week later they got married?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And my Uncle Freddy was maybe about 18, and he lived with my mother and father until he was 38.
Okay.
And he was just one of the kids, and my father treated him like a kid. My father didn't give him credit for being this, and he was very well read.
Mm-hmm.
And we always had a Life magazine when after he got married Margaret. He came he worked for 5.5 days a week, half a day on Saturday, mm-hmm. and Monday through Friday. And he came right after he was old enough to, get married to Aunt Margaret. He always came back, and he and my mother got along really well. But my father, he just sort of brushed him off.
Oh,
he was just a kid,
Oh, because that was his kid brother.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I think...
And when he and Margaret didn't get married until my father was, Freddy was 38.
Why did they wait so long?
He lived with us. He was like one of the kids. And I don't know what held them up. Well, I think they dated for a long time. Margaret may have had some reason for waiting, in that she was older, and Freddy was both. They were in their late 30s when they got married.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I remember you saying that Freddy would take you into the city or to take you on trips?
Yeah. And we always went alone with Uncle Freddy.
Mm-hmm.
Then he would take us out for dinner and take us over to New York to all sorts of museums and movies
mm-hmm.
and things. And he was very good to us.
Yeah.
And we loved Uncle Freddy because he was funny. But my father didn't give him the credit for knowing how to tell the time on a watch. You
Right.
know, he just. My father always looked at him as a kid.
Yeah, little kid. And what kind of restaurants did he take you to?
Well, when we were little kids, we went to the things where you put the money in the slot, and you open the little door, and you could. There's a name for those.
Oh, is it the automat?
Yeah, no, automat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the kids loved automat.
Oh my gosh, yes.
You get a little bowl of baked beans or potato salad, and then you sat down and ate. And it was very. I have the memory of it always being white tile, and kids always loved to go in because you put the dime in and you got something out, a piece of pie or something like that.
Right.
Anyway, we went to every museum that New York had. And he liked to take us out alone. In other words, it was your day.
Oh, so he would take you.
Yeah.
Or he would take
That's right,
Aunt
Buddy.
Florence or Buddy.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah.
And when you went to the automat, what was your favorite thing to spend a nickel on?
Just anything, because it was so different. And it was always the desserts that appealed to us, a piece of pie or something like that.
Right, right.
And that would be eating out.
Oh, it's something special. And did Uncle Freddy and Margaret have any children?
They adopted a girl, Mary.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep. Yeah. Well, they didn't get married till they were in their late 30s. And, of course, all that time before that, it was, Margaret was, I think, about 40 when they finally adopted Mary. And there was a high-rise apartment in Down Neck, Newark, very close to the downtown area. And they were very nice apartments. They had like these tall buildings, and inside, like they had like a park-like arrangement, and very nicely taken care of by the management of these apartments, the Prudential Apartments.
Oh, okay.
They were called because it was owned by Prudential. Prudential was a very important name in downtown Newark. I always thought that was cool. Well, we would go down and spend a weekend with Uncle Freddy and Margaret, It was nice. And you'd overlook the Passaic River. And young girls who were like late teenage, they would lay the blanket out on the green grass overlooking the Passaic River. Nothing fancy about it, but Uncle Freddy would say, "Oh, here come the girls." And these were late teenage girls, and they would lay out there at the Passaic River.
Right. Get a little sun.
Yeah.
And now, Mary, when she grew up, do you know what happened with her? To her, did she get married, or?
Well, Margaret died, and then Mary lived with Freddie, and then she got a job, and then she got married, and they adopted her,
Right.
and she ended up living in Florida. I think that's where she and her husband settled down. And Mary was a cat's eyebrows because they loved her,
Right.
and they were an older couple.
Right.